Dude, I love the Wayfinder trio so much. Yeah, someone in chat mentioned that they didn't like the Tangled world because it felt like Sora was just there through the Tangled story. But I'm like, I love the Tangled world. It was one of my favorites in KH3. I don't really care that, like, they didn't have some crazy mixed-up storyline. Just having Sora be around and, like, talking to the Disney characters and then, like, having, I think Marluxia was the one who showed up. Having Marluxia show up and start, like, revealing the fact that Marluxia is there and talking about, like, you know, the new organization is on the move. That's more than enough for me. Like, that's all I need. I don't need Tangled to have some crazy, like, new storyline or to have Sora, like, come in and change the very fabric of the plot. I don't care.
How could Tangled even have a new storyline?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what else could you do with it?
Really quickly.
What could you realistically do with Tangled?
Really quickly, chat, and for those of you watching on YouTube, I'm going to mute the game audio for Arendelle because it's one song and it's Let It Go. And I like, literally anyone who's thinking like, oh, why not just do it anyway and get copywritten? I'm telling you right now, this isn't going to be like me not getting monetized. I guarantee you that I'll just have to cut out the content entirely if I try and put this on YouTube. I would be willing to do it.
Yeah, it will literally
I might be wrong. Maybe other people... I want to make this clear. Some people might be like, well, I watched someone on YouTube and they had it in their video. That just means they haven't gotten a copyright strike yet. Because it's not even like Let It Go Kingdom Hearts version, like a friend in me was. It just says Let It Go. It's just the song.
You can't explain how the YouTube copyright system works. Someone who me and Lauren watch, he played the new Call of Duty game, which has a lot of copywritten music in it. And he was like, all I did was keep deleting the video and re-uploading it, and eventually it just stayed up.
Yeah, it's insane.
That sounds like something I would do.
He didn't edit it. He just kept uploading it and was like, okay, it's working now. Everyone can watch it. That was it. He didn't change it. It still had all of the actual music in there. But like, it's easier to just mute it, because if you want to hear Let It Go, just play Let It Go over the top of it.
Just go look up Let It Go on like the official Disney Channel and play it right now. Because I kid you not, it is actually Elsa singing it. Like, it's her voice actress and everything.
This is the one time, as much as we were just talking about it, this is the one time where I don't agree with them just taking from the movie and putting it in the game.
This is different from just taking the plot of the movie. They took like one of the iconic songs from the movie and like ripped it bit for bit and put it in.
That's true. They did just take a song and just like, here you go. It's funny.
It is a good
but
song,
you know,
though. I'll
if
give it
they
that.
if they put Frozen in this game and they didn't put Let It Go in this game,
that's absolutely what happened when they put Frozen in Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts 3. I guarantee you there was a team at Disney that was in charge of like overseeing KH3 Let It Go and making sure Frozen and making sure it fit what they wanted.
They said, if you don't put Let It Go in the game, we will not let you put these characters in the game.
This is also just what's on the screen now is just a scene from the movie.
Yeah.
Except Sora, Donald, and Goofy are in the background.
Well, no, the bits with Sora, Donald, and Goofy aren't, but when it's just Elsa, it's the movie.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, can't result. This is literally just the movie. This is what she does in the movie. I've seen Frozen enough times to know this is the movie.
I agree. I missed that? Okay.
It's scene for
Why
scene.
have you seen Frozen so many times?
I have a very young niece.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
immediately forgiven.
Yeah, I had a niece.
Understandable and forgiven.
Yep, about 8 or 9 year old niece when Frozen came out. I did not have a chance.
Nope,
was doomed from
you've
the
seen
start.
this movie too many times then.
Yep, I was also a swimming teacher when it came out, so pretty much every kid I taught would sing it during lessons.
Mm.
I don't think singing Let It Go when learning how to swim is a good idea.
Neither did I, but they did it anyway because they were kids.
They didn't know any better.
Yep.
How
pretty
old
much.
were they? Usually.
A range of ages from 5 up to like 12.
Hmm.
It did not drop off at any age.
That's really interesting. I would have expected at least the 12-year-olds to not be singing Let It Go all day.
No, it slapped for them. They loved it.
I mean, hey, I'll be the one to say it. Let It Go is a good song.
It
is
is
a
a
good
very
song.
good song.
It is a good song. I just heard it a lot within the space of a few months.
I feel that.
But I was like, swim, and they were like, as they were like drowning.
Liam,
And you just let them drown.
I can't do that right now, man. I don't want to fail this and have to do it again. I'm currently playing a rhythm game with no audio. It's not looking good for my content.
Oh man,
dude! Halfway through Let It Go, they actually just don't even show Donald, Goofy, and Sora in the background anymore.
No, it's just Elsa. You're just watching the film.
Game audio should be back on, chat. Please confirm.
That was funny. It makes me sad they could put Let It Go in there, but they couldn't bring back Tarzan.
Yeah, I feel that.
Alright, Tarzan was one of the most memorable worlds from KH1. It may not have been perfect, but it was one of the most memorable.
Dude, yo, but straight up, the Heartless in Frozen was one of the best in KH3.
Yeah.
The giant ice wolf, that one was so much fun.
Yeah, there were a lot of cool ones.
I'm kind of wondering if I want to, like, so we're at the Keyblade Graveyard now, right? So we're at, like, the final three sections here to the end. I'm kind of wondering if I want to go back first and try and get more optional challenges so that as soon as I finish these last three, I'll be able to go whatever these are immediately after. Or I actually wonder if I want to do these first. I don't know. I kind of want to go back and play some other songs and try and get the bonus stuff on them.
If it influences your decision, you've been streaming for 2 hours and 50 minutes. I don't know how long you was planning to go for, but that puts into perspective how many more attempts at songs you may get.
Fair.
I want to play Rage Awakened again.
Lauren, how dare you say that to the chat? How dare you?
Wildcat said Lauren asked Chaos if he at least likes Brother Bear more than Frozen.
You don't want me to answer this question.
That's what I figured the answer is going to be, but...
Again, I will say Frozen is not... Let It Go is not only a good song. Frozen is not a bad film. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not a bad film.
Like,
Brother Bear is just really good.
Most of the songs in Frozen are pretty good.
Dude, what's the one that I love? What's the one that Hans and Anna sing together? I love that one.
Not the Rock Troll song, is it?
No. Hans and Anna. It's one of the first ones. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember
Love is an Open Door?
Yes, Love is an Open Door.
That's the Prince. That's not Hans.
That Hans is the Prince.
No.
Is it? I don't know. I haven't seen it in a very long time.
Christoph, I think is what you're thinking of. Christoph is he's the guy who Anna gets in the end.
Love is an Open Door is a good song.
Love is an Open Door, that's it. I love Love is an Open Door.
That is a very good song.
Yeah.
Love is an Open Door.
It's a really good song. The only reason I hate Frozen is because you get thrown off the mountain 3 times just to climb back up, and that's it.
Fair.
I mean...
Not fair. I love the environment of Frozen. I love going up that mountain.
It's, I can see why that would annoy some people. However...
Yeah, I can see why that would be frustrating.
However, if you're going to get annoyed by that, you have to keep the same energy for Pride Lands when you have to go through the same area 5 times back and forth.
Kingdom Hearts has you go through areas multiple times plenty throughout its franchise.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the worst one for it is, or one of the worst ones for it I always remember is KH2 Halloween Town. Where you have
wait, I'm sorry, hold up. Carson said that he did a duet in college of Love is an Open Door. Is there video evidence of this? I need this in my life. That sounds amazing. Love is an Open Door. I had when I worked at the ballpark, my boss loved, like Disney soundtracks, and she had like a disc of Frozen and would just play like the entire Frozen
I was in choir for so long, but I stopped before Frozen came out, so we never got to sing any of the Frozen songs.
How unfortunate. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of worlds they brought in Kingdom Hearts 3 that I'm glad got a show in, but there's some that I wish were back in it that didn't get brought back.
Well, I mean, do you see how pretty KH3 is? Like, you gotta have don't have as much space, basically, to have that level of quality and still have, like, a ton of worlds, you know?
Yeah, I agree, but there's some, like, they obviously went hard on the Pixar movies, like because they now had the technology to do them justice. So they went hard on the Pixar films. Also, those are like the most successful films recently to date.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's what everyone had been saying for years that they wanted Pixar, though. So I think with KH3, they were just like, all right, people have been wanting Pixar forever. Let's give them Pixar, like hardcore.
Oh, yeah. And it makes the most sense from a business perspective as well, because people who may be picking up Kingdom Hearts 3 as their first game, which is completely understandable, being that it's the first game on a console in ages. Or like the first brand new one on a console in ages, anyway. Their most recent Disney films would be Pixar movies, so it makes the most sense from a perspective of just being like of presenting to them characters they're more likely to know. However, there's some worlds that I wish were in it that did not make it, or worlds that I felt like were sort of staples of Kingdom Hearts almost that didn't make it in. I'm glad Olympus made it, because Olympus is one of the classics.
I just want to give a shout out to Nomura for having the cojones to have Olympus Coliseum start, and then I just screwed up the bonus objective. To have the cojones to put the start of Kingdom Hearts 3 to be like Kingdom Hearts like 2.9 or whatever it was he did, because he knew it was such a meme.
Yeah, that was really funny. I was quite annoyed at that, and then I looked back at it and I was like, actually, that's quite great.
Yeah, I was like, when it started, I was like, you've got to be joking me. And then, like, looking back on it, I'm like, that was honestly one of the best jokes Nomura has ever made.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can now.
We can.
Okay, cool. Don't know what just happened there.
What was he saying that we missed?
I think I said like one thing and you guys didn't respond, and then I was like, they've been quiet for a long time.
Okay.
And then I realized that my Discord was crashing.
Okay. No, we didn't hear you for a while. I think the last thing we heard you say was you was in choir and didn't get to sing Frozen.
Yeah. That was the last thing I said, because then you guys didn't respond to that, so I was
I did.
okay.
I ignored you.
What did you say?
I said that was a shame, and then you didn't respond, so I changed the subject.
Yeah, I just sat here in silence, and I was like, man, they really didn't care, huh? They really did not care about what I had
Not
to
only
say.
did they cared so little that Chaos stopped commentating his Twitch stream.
Exactly. That's when I was like, maybe it's me. Maybe my internet's the issue. But the stream was still loading completely fine, so that's why I was so confused.
Chaos had a psychic link there. Let's leave in some dead air so Chaos knows to cut that bit out.
Can we have a psychic link of when to be quiet exactly when a YouTube video would be cut? Because that'd make my life a lot easier.
Right. I mean, I did see your tweet where it's like, I'm finding it really difficult of where to cut these videos.
Dude, it's impossible.
We all have things to say, Chaos.
Well, yeah, not only is it like us talking, but a lot of the times the spot that would be like, oh, a good cut would be here. It's like in the middle of one of the best oasts in the franchise, and I'm like, I can't cut it here.
No, yeah, you don't want to cut halfway through a song. I suppose the cutscenes are the only bits, but then you have cutscene right at the end of a video or right at the beginning.
Yeah, that's happened multiple times, and it's going to happen multiple times more.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I got both of the bonus objectives in that run. So that'll
Nice.
be
Get those
two more.
stars.
That'll be 2 more little star bits.
I haven't seen Zootopia.
Neither
It's
have
a good
I.
one.
I want
Is
them
it
to.
good?
I want them to go back and bring in like Treasure Planet and City of Atlantis or whatever. I like those movies.
Yeah. They were very scenery pleasing films. If that's not how it should be described, but that's how I'm describing it.
Dude, the Atlantis movie is incredibly underrated.
Atlantis and Treasure Planet are both. I hadn't heard of either of those until I was like 16.
I remember going to the movies to watch Treasure Planet, and I was the only one of my friends that went to see it, even though it was a Disney film. And I was like, oh, wow. At the time, even as a child, I was like, that's quite weird and shocking. That just like, for some reason, the world just didn't care about Treasure Planet.
You were 10 when it came out.
I was 10.
Look at the screen.
Carson, why are you gonna unfollow me this time?
Dude, there's a lot of buttons.
I almost wish I had a face cam on so you could see how wide my eyes are.
You know, I don't even know what you look like, Chaos.
Probably
You probably won't. You probably won't.
It's fair.
Took me a long time of knowing Chaos before I knew what Chaos looked like.
Did you know what I looked like until I met you in person?
No.
How did you know it was Chaos?
Because he was the only person I didn't recognize.
Richie confirmed my existence.
Yeah. He was the one person there that I didn't know. That I was like, who's this guy? Oh, it's for Chaos.
Lauren, have you heard my voice? Do you really think that...
I was just about to say the voice.
Voice, yes.
Maleficent, please, my fingers. My palms are so sweaty.
See, Carson, that's what I was picturing, was like Liam trying to like find Chaos somewhere and just not being able to.
That's exactly what happened. I can't remember who it was. I think it was me, Carson, Richie, and Shroom went to go pick up Chaos from the train station. And we was like, all right, shout if you see him. And then I think it was me or Carson. I can't remember who it was. Literally was like, okay, how? Richie was like, I'll look for him.
I'm gonna die. I died. Oh my goodness, that's impossible. I'm proud.
All I know about
Richie
Chaos,
was not part of the people that found me at the train station. That was Liam, Shroom, and Carson.
Yeah, I can't remember which one of us found you, but I remember I was just like...
It was you.
Was it me?
It was you, yeah. You were the one that I was talking to on the phone the whole time, and then we found a location.
Oh, yes, that was it. I remember talking to you on the phone and finding you.
I was going to the UK for EGX with a bunch of other British people and a couple of Americans who were also heading over there. But, wait a minute, I gotta find another song to play. I gotta play on Proud Mode, and I hope I can do it. But, so when I was going there, my flight got delayed by storms, and so I was going to my connecting flight, and I missed my connecting flight. And so I wasn't going to get there until like a day after, so I would have been a day late, which would have really screwed up the trip because we were going to a convention. And also, I'm the one who, which this still makes me mad to this day. It was a group of like 20 of us, and as we were setting everything up, none of the idiots in Britain land would like just get on it and book the hotel rooms that we had all agreed on. So eventually, like, it just kept not happening, so I said, you know what, I'll do it. Even though I'm in America. And probably a British person should be the one to set up the British hotel rooms. But anyways, so I'm the one who had the hotel set up and everything, and I had to pay for it when I got there, and it was all under my name. So if I showed up a day late, you know, probably it could have been worked out, but there was a danger of people not being able to get into hotel rooms that we were paying for.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it, because I usually do that kind of stuff. I didn't do it because I wasn't sure if I was going that year. I didn't know until very late on that I was going to go.
Because he hears the anger in my voice.
No, but I usually do it. Like, I'm usually the one that would be like, all right, let's just do this. Let's just sort it out. Doesn't matter.
So anyways, I did it, and then, like, my flight got all messed up. So I spent so long talking to people on the phone, or talking to people at the airport I was at, being like, hey, I gotta get there. Like, I need to. So eventually, I found a flight with the people who had I was going on 2 different airlines with my moving stuff, but the people who had made my flight delayed, like that company, I died, dang it. Dude, I can't, some of these songs on Proud Mode, I just can't do a lot of these. But, I talked to them, and they were, I found a flight that would take me, where was EGX at? It was in London? Or
Birmingham.
It was in Birmingham, and I found a flight that would take me to London, where Liam and Shroom and Carson were gonna get on a train to go to Birmingham. So I was just like, hey, give me this flight, I'll take this one, and then I'll be able to get to where I'm going. And so someone, I don't remember her name, but we were like praising her in our group chat about it. But she got me set up to go on that flight, and I took that flight. And then when I got there, I was like trying to talk to Liam, like, dude, I'm in England, I have no idea where I am or where I'm going.
Oh yes, now I remember all this.
Like I was super lost, had no idea what to do. I was terrible with directions.
Yeah, I remember communicating to you on the most basic level, like, get on this train, walk this way, follow this sign, get on this train, going this way, then walk here.
I had never used trains before in my life.
Yeah, we don't have trains here, basically.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I drive everywhere. I also, I've been on a plane maybe 6 times in my lifespan.
Really?
Yeah, I don't fly places. I drive anywhere. Like, I went to Alaska when I was 13, and my grandfather drove us.
That's crazy. From Tennessee?
From Tennessee to Alaska. We went through Canada.
That's such a long drive.
Yeah, dude, me and my grandfather are the same way. Like, if we can drive somewhere, we drive there.
I'm gonna go refill my water while the American session of the talking has begun.
Oh my goodness.
Do you not like flying, or is it
No,
just
I hate
like,
it.
if we can drive, we will?
No, I hate driving, too.
I hate driving too. I don't have a license. I'm 21. I don't have a license because driving scares me.
Nice. Dude, I hate driving, but I just hate being in a plane. Even more so.
That's fair.
I think this is gonna be like, oh yeah, of course, but I think it all comes back to the fact that I hate not being in control. I can't control a plane, but I can control my car if I'm driving it.
That's fair. It is scary to be on a plane like that, to be like, I'm just putting my whole life in these people's hands.
Yep. Sadly, I couldn't drive to the UK.
You could, if you try hard enough, you probably could.
You know what? That's a good point. I'm gonna give it a go. But anyways, so yeah, like, I was just incredibly lost, constantly talking to Liam on WhatsApp, with Liam, like, trying to give me directions or trying to ask me for any kind of landmark to be like, where are you? And then I don't even remember the name of it, but I found some.
The Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I found some restaurant, and I was like, I'm near the. I know I'm near the train station. I'm at this restaurant here, and he's like, wait there, I'll find you. Liam found a different restaurant that was like 2 blocks away of the exact same name, and was like, I'm here. Where are you? And I'm like, you're not here.
God.
And we were so incredibly confused.
When was this?
When I went to EGX like a year ago.
So was it like 2019?
Yeah, it would have been 2019, right, Carson? Carson was there. It was 2019. Yeah, because it was the year before Corona. Yeah. Or 2018? 2018 or 2019? 2018.
Carson said 2018.
2018. Carson remembers better than I do. Yeah, the EGX I went to was 2018, right?
It was 2018. We didn't go last year.
Yeah, it didn't go last year. Right.
Carson did. He came here and stayed at my house because it was in London. And you wasn't here.
I had to play on beginner mode to get a bonus thing.
That's fair. Sometimes we need little babies.
Someone in chat asked, what? Alaska is it an island? And I just need to know that they're joking.
That's the kind of question I'd ask you.